सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for the debate.
All right, Niranjan, do we begin with a breaking before we go to our political debate, which is about Prime Minister's address in the Rajya Sabha and the unprecedented scenes we saw over the last 3 days in the Lok Sabha?
Yes, straight up, Abhishek, the big breaking news update from Meghalaya. 16 people have been killed. That's the breaking news update. 16 people killed, 1 injured. The numbers may go up from the indications that we have. There are many people who are still trapped in a rat hole mine, an illegal mine in Meghalaya. There are search operations. There is a video that came in, a very, very disturbing video. We are hearing that 3 teams of the NDRF have been moved to Meghalaya's East Jaintia Hills to carry out the rescue operations after 16 people killed, several labourers fear trapped. We don't have an exact number on how many are trapped, but the operations are on. It was an explosion at an illegal coal mine, something we've reported on. I want to play the full video as it came into our newsrooms today, a very disturbing video. Let's play that out. Play.
Today we had a very tragic incident that took place in East Jaintia Hills, where a dynamite explosion had occurred at an illegal coal mine. Whoever is responsible for this particular incident, very, very strict action will be taken. We will not let anybody who's involved in this let go. But at the same time, as I said, that with the starting of scientific mining, it is expected that all our miners will apply for the mining. Now the option is there. These are things that cannot be tolerated anymore. So therefore, we will take action against all those who are involved, and at the same time urge all who are involved in any kind of mining activity that scientific mining is now open, and they should not, I repeat, they should not engage in any more of any kind of illegal activities which endangers life. We are waiting for further report that comes in, and based on that, I will be in regular touch with the press. I will regularly inform you. I will update you about the information myself. But this is the information that we have as of now.
মানুষ সারা মরে গেছেন ভিতরে বাসার কথা নাই ও দেখো জামাইনতে বউয়াইনতে খিলা খান্দিরা ও দেখো ও সব মানুষ খামো ভিতরে হ্যাঁ ও দেখো यार नेट में तो छोड़ देना नहीं यार नो सब पर मानसी मानसी बचाओ नो सबके चाहे ना देखो मानुष किला बसाई था कत मानुष हजार हजार मानुष मानुष मरिया से सर वीडियो कर लगी चाहिए आगुन लगसे कुआर उठाई जा बड़ा माइसी ना सब मानुष भीतरे মানুষ সারা মরে গেছেন ভিতরে বাসার কথা নাই ও দেখো জামাইনতে বউয়াইনতে খিলা খান্দিরা ও দেখো ও সব মানুষ খামো ভিতরে হ্যাঁ ও দেখো यार नेट में तो छोड़ देना नहीं यार नो सब पर मानसी मानसी बचाओ नो सबके चाहे ना देखो मानुष किला बसाई था कत मानुष हजार हजार मानुष मानुष मरिया से सर वीडियो कर लगी चाहिए আগুন লাগছে কুয়ার উঠাই যাব রা মাইছি না সব মানুষ ভিতরে
All right, I think we are getting a post from the Prime Minister expressing shock and sadness at the development. The Prime Minister's post says that he's pained by the mishap in East Jantia Hills of Meghalaya. Condolences to those who lost their loved ones. May the injured recover at the earliest. An ex gratia of rupees 2 lakhs from PM National Relief Fund would be given to the next of kin of each deceased. The injured would be given rupees 50,000. And that's from the Prime Minister's official handle, PMO India. And we earlier heard Conrad Sangma, the Chief Minister of the state. We have Shawan Sain joining us for more on this from our newsroom. Shawan, horrific pictures coming in from the East Jantia Hills. What more can you share about the scale of the tragedy? Seems like a mine has collapsed while activity was on and the workers were inside. How many could be trapped?
Well, in fact, this is a stark reminder of the rat hole mining that still is going on rampantly in the state of Meghalaya. In fact, this is from East Jantia Hills, not very far away from what we had seen in the past just about a few years ago when a similar sort of an incident had actually taken place. Now, the reason why it's being called as the illegal mining, because a short while back the Superintendent of Police categorically pointed out that this existed without licenses that were basically provided. In terms of the numbers who could be trapped, so far there is no clarity really coming in from the Meghalaya police, but from what we picked up from this particular video that has been played out, in fact this was in Bengali, that one of those who was mine workers who were basically narrating what really happened and the explosion that has taken place. It's a clear indication of the fact that this particular mine, which was operating illegally, and a confirmation now coming in from the Meghalaya police that yes, it is an illegal mining and rat hole mining was going on when this explosion has taken place. In fact, the Meghalaya police as well as the Meghalaya Fire Brigade is there at the spot. We are being told that the state disaster relief management would also be called in. In fact, they've already moved out from Shillong is what we are being told at this stage. In fact, it is going to take some time before full-fledged relief could be provided, because it is roughly about over 100 kilometers away from the capital city of Shillong.
Quick word from Aniruddha also reporting on the story. Aniruddha, how many people are trapped? We know 16 have died.
Yes, there might be, Niranjan, more than 16 people. At least 16 has been confirmed as of now. Since, as Sawan has also mentioned, that this is a rat hole mining, there are multiple number of tunnels that goes parallelly underground. So, yes, how many laborers were there in those tunnels, that is yet to be ascertained, because there is no ledger or register which maintains the number of laborers that has been sent underground into these tunnels. So it is very difficult to ascertain initially as to how many workers are trapped there inside this rat hole tunnels. But the confirmation that we have got from the official sources, this clearly indicates that at least 16 has been confirmed as of now, Niranjan.
Okay. Thank you for joining us with those inputs, Shawan and Aniruddha.
All right. Niranjan, first, shall we introduce the debate?
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Prime Minister who spoke today. Yesterday in Parliament, the Prime Minister was blocked, and you saw the pictures of women MPs, especially from the Congress, who were seen standing in front of the Prime Minister's seat and trying to block him physically. That was seen very evident. It was what we debated yesterday. And today, the Prime Minister came to the Rajya Sabha. In fact, the Speaker said that he asked the Prime Minister to not speak in the Lok Sabha and to speak in the Rajya Sabha. Today, it turned into a battlefield of ideas. In what has been one of the Prime Minister's strongest and maybe the longest speeches as well, Abhishek, need to check that. He spoke about his government's mantra of reform, perform, transform. He's been talking about it again and again. And he went into great detail of how his party and the alliance had outdone itself in implementation of schemes while the Congress remained trapped in entitlement politics. He took aim also at other parties like Mamata Banerjee, her party, the TMC, on Aam Aadmi Party. The Prime Minister spoke of infiltrators, saying how infiltrators are being welcomed by some political parties in India. And he made a very interesting mention of the Indira Gandhi era, when Indira Gandhi herself had questioned Nehru's planning commission, saying the Gandhis couldn't even lift their own family startup, a reference to Rahul Gandhi, let alone the nation. That seemed to be the gist of his speech. Abhishek?
Well, you know, it was House of Elders, so at least the Prime Minister got to speak about 97 minutes of it, calling out what he termed Congress's inability to digest the BJP's rise. Prime Minister also said attempts are being made to dig his grave. Remember that Kabra Khudegi slogans that we have heard off and on against the Prime Minister. For his striking terrorists, he said he was being targeted, asking if this is what Congress means by Mohabbat ki Dukan. And from accusing the Nehru-Vadra family of appropriating a Gujarati surname, Mahatma Gandhi's surname, to asserting that Indians are a burden for Congress. And that also he quoted from a book. But a strength for the BJP, he said. The Prime Minister delivered a blistering charge sheet saying the Congress has shown nothing but contempt for the people of India. So let's just, Niranjan, pick up, some chunks from Prime Minister's address, and then, we'll throw the floor open and have a conversation.
Yeah, here's the first clip.
एक तरफ देश के युवाओं के लिए मजबूत जमीन तैयार कर रहा हूं, तो कांग्रेस मोदी की कब्र खोदने के कार्यक्रम के बाद और मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने वाले मोदी तेरी कब्र खुदेगी के नारे लगा रहे हैं। ये कौन सी मोहब्बत की दुकान है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने के सपने देखती हो? ये कौन सा संविधान से उन्होंने सीखा है जो देश के ही किसी नागरिक के कब्र खोदने की बात करते हो? क्या ये संविधान का अपमान नहीं है? क्या ये मानवता का अपमान नहीं है? क्या ये सार्वजनिक जीवन की मर्यादाओं का अपमान नहीं है? और उनको इसका कोई खेद नहीं है। अगर इसके बाद क्या बयान देंगे? बयान देखो, प्रधानमंत्री राज्यसभा में भी रो रहा था। किस प्रकार के संस्कार और वृत्तियों से पले बड़े लोग हैं ये।
Okay, then in fact it's a bit longer where he says, they targeted him for Operation Sindhu, they targeted him for striking terrorists. But all of these issues, Abhishek, these are issues that the opposition handed him on a platter. He even made a reference to Bittu. We'll get into that later. Joining us on the debate, Sanju Verma, National Spokesperson BJP, Parimal Kumar, National Spokesperson JDU, Deepak Reddy is from the TDP, Pankaj Sharma leans towards the Congress, Pooja Mishra, Spokesperson Samajwadi Party, joining us live. Nilari Bhattacharya, pro-Trinamool Congress, and Vandana Sinha of the Aam Aadmi Party. He also made a reference to the Aam Aadmi Party. Very interesting reference. Okay, did the opposition hand the issues on a platter? Let's start with, the Aam Aadmi Party. Did the opposition hand issues on a platter to the Prime Minister? Another session of Parliament, right? Vandana. And it was easy. I mean, he just took the opposition out of the park again.
First of all, I just want to mention, I have, without any hesitation, I can say that Prime Minister in his 130 minutes speech, he saved himself very successfully for not answering the question of general issues. We all have seen how Prime Minister was find out a escape rule from the real issues of Epstein file. What made him so discomfort when this question was raised by our MP Sanjay Singh? Why why he was making, why he made so personal, why he went to Arvind Kejriwal, why he went to saying that personal so many things.
I don't think he named.
No, 1 minute. What? He didn't even make a mention.
Arvind Kejriwal. How can you say he was personal?
Yeah.
He did not name Arvind Kejriwal.
He didn't make any mention of Arvind.
Unless the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson believes Sheesh Mahal by default is Arvind Kejriwal.
No, this is what he made so personal. He is saying so many things.
Sheesh Mahal is not Kejriwal. I mean, unless you believe so. Do you believe so?
इतना क्या बौखलाहट नहीं इतना क्या बौखलाहट था प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी को एप्स्टीन फाइल के नाम पे. Why he was so discomfort? क्या उन्होंने आज अपने 130 मिनट्स के स्पीच पे एस्केप रूट नहीं ढूंढा? Why he was so self-motivated? एप्स्टीन फाइल का नाम नहीं लिया. आज वो कह रहे हैं कि आज वो हिस्टोरिकल की बात उन्होंने नहीं करी जिसमें
Epstein files के बारे में जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, there is already an official response from the MEA. MEA has responded on this issue. So what do you want the Prime Minister to say? What do you expect the Prime Minister to say? What kind of reference is there on the Prime Minister? Can you please tell me what is? I mean, no, 1 minute. What is she talking about?
What made him?
I mean, कुछ भी. I mean,
I am telling
you. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है.
She's sort of derailing. You know, she's.
I asked you about whether you guys gave it on a platter to the Prime Minister.
Drawing a leaf out of Anmol Panwar's book, Niranjan.
Yes.
And it's you see, is Epstein filed the debate in Parliament? For God's sake, Vandana, are you sure that this is what the debate is about? I mean, even your constituents are watching. Do the people really want to know about Epstein files in the country? Is it a serious debate? Even should we even waste time on it?
Why not? Why not?
You know, unless for you, Sheesh Mahal by default is Arvind Kejriwal. Prime Minister did not mention Arvind Kejriwal at all. Unless, black is by default Arvind Kejriwal. Prime Minister did not name Aam Aadmi Party. Or, I mean, unless you believe so that black is Aam Aadmi Party.
It was a direct, It was a direct attack on Arvind Kejriwal. It was a direct attack on the Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, you believe that? What do you expect? 1 minute.
Black and Sheesh Mahal are by default Arvind Kejriwal.
No, what were you expecting? Indirect attack. What were you expecting? Indirect attack. Okay, let me get Sanjeev Verma to respond to you.
That means
no, I'm not understanding because ma'am, I'll tell you one thing. 1 second. Sheesh Mahal was the house that Arvind Kejriwal built. Sharab Ghotala is the scam that took place under Arvind Kejriwal, for which he, along with a few other members of your party and affiliates, have been arrested. So let me get Sanjeev Verma to respond because he directly mentioned your party. So I don't think he was coy about it. Sanjeev Verma.
Niranjan and Abhishek, I first and foremost want to applaud the Prime Minister for calling out the bluff of the opposition fair and square. The second point I want to make is this. I will come to the Aam Aadmi Party, but they are not so relevant in the larger scheme of things. Let's talk about the man at the epicenter of this entire brouhaha, a man called Rahul Gandhi, who under his belt has more than 95 electoral losses and refuses to wake up and smell the coffee. It all started with a book that does not exist in the public domain in India as of now. He's been flagging off the book of Manoj Mukund Naravane. But I want to say one thing. Since it's all about a book, kitab se sari charcha shuru hui, so let me say, there was a book by a man called M.O. Mathai, Reminiscences of the Nehru Age, where he's written, I had a 12-year-long relationship with Indira Gandhi, but I called it off after I saw her with another man behind a curtain. The Modi government has never taken pot shots by quoting from that book, but today I am doing so because the gloves are off. I have never quoted, no senior BJP leader till 48 hours back quoted from a book by former Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao, who wrote a book called The Insider, where he talks about the shenanigans of the Parivarvad that is prevalent in the Nehru-Gandhi dynasty. Nobody till date had talked of One Life is Not Enough, a book by former External Affairs Minister Natwar Singh, where he talks about Indira Gandhi's incompetence with respect to the action she took against the Sikh community and the Golden Temple of Amritsar. I have till date never spoken, no BJP leader spoke about a book called The Himalayan Blunder, written by Brigadier J.P. Dalvi, very clearly says Nehru is to be blamed for the humiliating loss in
I mean, the
1962.
leader of opposition is not allowed to quote even from one book. You are quoting 5 books, Sanju.
I'll just finish, Abhishek, very quickly. And how can I forget? How can I forget? I think Nishikant Dubey has done yeoman service.
That is the dichotomy. Nishikant Dubey can quote and Rahul Gandhi can't quote.
Shan, you will get your turn, Nilagri. I did not,
Yes, Sanju, I'm just pointing out the dichotomy.
Okay, I will come to you. I will come to you. Niladri will come to you. Pull back. Okay, Sanju, complete.
Yes. My final rejoinder is this, Niranjan and Abhishek. Indian Summer by Alex von Tunzelmann, where he says it was not Pandit Nehru, but Edwina Mountbatten who was calling the shots during Nehru's first term. और ये कांग्रेस दरबारी बैठकर नरेंद्र मोदी को कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोप्राइटी पर ज्ञान देते हैं. You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
I mean, Sanju,
and I want to say,
okay, you made your point. You quoted 5 books, you made your point. My only short rebuttal, and you will get to respond to it. But let me, I'll take this to Pankaj Sharma, because you have made direct charges against the Congress party. Let the Congress leading's voice defend it. Sanju, this point is you quoted 5 books going back to Nehru. I mean, Prime Minister, of course, when he's giving a 97 minutes speech, he has, the lateral freedom to really quote and provide context. But every time, everything need not go to Nehru. Pankaj Sharma, the point Sanju Verma is making is that the manner in which Congress party has historically conducted itself right to the day when they obstructed Prime Minister of the country from making his address in the Lok Sabha smacks of a certain entitlement and a sense of, hubris, which is perhaps the undoing of the Congress party in the first place. The Congress Yuvraj called one of his former colleagues a Gaddar.
Sanju Verma ji is a professor of WhatsApp University.
No. She's quoting from books. WhatsApp? What WhatsApp? She's quoting from books, published books.
All these books, Mathai and all, everyone knows why are they in circulation these days. See, tell me, Sanju ji, on June 10, 2004, the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was prevented by the BJP from speaking on the motion of thanks to the President's address in the Parliament. What about that? And now we are discussing Prime Minister's speech today in Rajya Sabha. We regret to say that it
you
is
are a paid Darbari. You are a paid Darbari. You are a paid Darbari. Or Pankaj Sharma ji, I don't know.
No personal attack, Sanju. No personal attack. Pankaj Sharma, no personal attack.
I can file a case of defamation against you, Sanju ji.
No, that's why I'm saying I interjected immediately. Sanju Verma, no personal attacks.
How can you call me
paid Darbari?
Take your respect first.
I will repeat.
Sanju Verma, there is a big difference between Darbari and paid Darbari. Pull back, no personal attacks. Pankaj. No, he has a right to his leanings. He has a right to his leanings.
Hold on.
He has a right to his leanings. Sanju Verma, no.
1 minute.
He has a right to his leanings.
Yeah.
No personal attacks. No personal attacks.
Get personal. I don't care. Get personal. I don't care.
I am asking him also not to make personal attacks. Just
audio. 1 minute. Hey, listen to him, no, Sanju. Sanju, listen.
We'll come to you.
Sanju, listen.
Person of a responsible party. Please take your words back first. Take your words back. I file a case of defamation against you. You on the national TV channel publicly told me to abstain Darbari. Take your words back first. If you want to continue this debate, take your words back.
No, 1 minute. Both your audios are getting cut. One second. Pull back. Just pull back. 1 second. No. 1 minute. Sanju. 1 minute. There is an audio issue. What is happening is I want to come in here. 1 minute. Pankaj Sharma. 1 minute. Pankaj Sharma. 1 minute. Sanju Verma. 1 minute.
Audio issue.
Sanju Verma. 1 minute. Your audios are not clear because both of you are shouting. You're shouting, Pankaj Sharma, your audio is not clear, it's getting cut. Your audio is not clear. Both Sanju Verma and your audio is not clear because you're shouting, both of you. So I request you to pull back.
I make any personal take on Sanju Verma ji. In any debate, in 20, 30, 50 debates, we have been together.
Yes.
Please ask her to take her words back.
Okay, Sanju Verma, please. Sanju Verma is requesting you 1 minute. Now,
please do not lecture me, Pankaj Sharma. If you abuse the Prime Minister, I will call you out.
Who abused? 1 minute. Sanju, this has to 1 minute. Let's settle this.
Let the abuse be clear.
Okay, 1 minute. What abuse? What abuse?
What was the abuse?
Sanju, what abuse was it? Let's please move on because we have.
He cannot obviously.
Yeah, 4 panelists haven't spoken. Yeah, what abuse did he give for the Prime Minister, Sanju?
Niranjan, did you not hear him? He started with Rahul Gandhi's statement calling Prime Minister Modi compromised. Am I supposed to sit here, twiddle my thumbs and listen to the...
No, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 second. Sanju Verma, you have every right to respond to him, but I'm only requesting you because, these opposition MPs are holding posters like that and entering Parliament. So you can respond to him. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's an abuse. You can certainly rebut him on whatever he's saying, right? I want to get other... No, 1 minute. But you don't have to get personal. You don't have to get personal with him, right? No, 1 minute. He's also a journalist. So if you call a journalist a paid Darbari, he will get...
Also, Sanju...
No, he still is.
What was Prime Minister's speech? You know what was Prime Minister's speech, Sanju?
Okay. He still is. Can we move on now, please? Can we move on? Okay. There's a soundbite of the Prime Minister where he referred to Ravneet Bittu, a BJP MP, also the son of Byan Singh. Byan Singh is a martyr, a former congressman assassinated. We debated it yesterday on the debate. Arnab debated it, and the Prime Minister made a mention of that. Here's that clip, and then we'll come back and take questions from our panelists.
आदरणीय सभापति जी, कल जो घटना घटी, इसी सदन के एक माननीय सांसद कांग्रेस के शातिर दिमाग जिनका है ऐसे युवराज ने उनको गद्दार कह दिया। अहंकार कितनी 7वें आसमान पर पहुंच चुका है इनका। और कांग्रेस को छोड़कर के कितने ही लोग निकले हैं, कांग्रेस के कितने टुकड़े हुए हैं, कई लोग दूसरे दलों में गए हैं, लेकिन औरों को तो किसी को गद्दार नहीं कहा उन्होंने। लेकिन कल सांसद को गद्दार इसलिए कहा क्योंकि वो सिख थे। ये सिखों का अपमान था, ये गुरुओं का अपमान था। और कांग्रेस के अंदर जो कूट कूट करके सिखों के प्रति नफरत भरी पड़ी है ना, उसका वो अभिव्यक्ति थी। और इसी सदन के माननीय सांसद है वो, और उनको जरा भी दर्द नहीं, वरना आज खड़े होकर के कह सकते थे कि कल जो हुआ इसी सांसद की गरिमा के अनुरूप नहीं था, हमें खेद है। एक शब्द तो बोल लेते, लेकिन सिखों के प्रति उनके मन में जो नफरत भरी पड़ी है, और इसी के कारण उन्होंने कल, और जिसका परिवार देश के लिए शहादत देने वाला परिवार के वो सदस्य हैं, उन्हें अपने राजनीतिक विचारों में परिवर्तन किया, इसलिए गद्दार हो गए। और एक गद्दार शब्द छोटा नहीं है। मेरे देशवासी को कोई गद्दार कहे, ये कैसे देश सहन करेगा? और वो भी एक सिख है इसलिए गद्दार कहना बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है। और ऐसे लोग कांग्रेस को नहीं डुबाएंगे तो क्या करेंगे?
Okay, so let me get Deepak Reddy of the TDP and Pooja Mishra of the Samajwadi Party. Pooja Mishra, this was another avoidable controversy. Rahul Gandhi referring to him as Gaddar, as a traitor. He said traitor friend. He said, there goes my traitor friend, right? Completely avoidable. Again,
what does traitor mean? Gaddar, Desdrohi, Vishwasghati, Namak Haram, Drohi. What does traitor mean? When you translate it in Hindi, it has several meanings. And they could have taken it as Vishwasghati as well. But the way you said the Sheesh Mahal doesn't mean Arvind Kejriwal. So it means they took it as Gaddar only. It means Bittu is kind of thinking he is Gaddar. Otherwise, he would have thought that Rahul Gandhi called him Vishwas Ghati. Twitter has several meaning in Hindi. Let's not talk about this. What important is that the Prime Minister couldn't make motion of thanks speech in the Parliament. Okay, that happened in 2004 also. What more concerning is that the chair, the Om Birla, he said that there was threat to Prime Minister. We should be debating on that. Our Prime Minister isn't safe in the Parliament. He is having threat with his fellow MPs. The Parliament is protected by CISF. The Prime
No, 1 minute.
Minister
Hello. What are you saying?
Okay.
What are you saying? Okay, fine. You complete your point. Complete your point. Yeah.
After 20 hours, Om Birla said that, he said that I stop Prime Minister not to come in the Lok Sabha, not to address the Lok Sabha, not to deliver his vote of thanks to the President's speech in Lok Sabha, because the women MPs were, even you, during the start of your debate, you also said that the women MPs were just blocking the path of Prime Minister's seat. At that time, Prime Minister wasn't there. If our Prime Minister isn't safe in the Parliament, what action was taken against those MPs? If this is not true,
Sanju, quick interjection from you, because she's saying why the Prime Minister is not safe in Parliament, protected by the CISF. Quick interjection before we move. You get the right.
You can get the TDP also on it. You can get the TDP also.
We'll get the TDP also.
Mr. Reddy.
Yeah. I think the spokesperson who spoke earlier has no clue about the security inside. I was a member of the Andhra Pradesh legislature, and I understand the procedures in the House. Inside, you won't have any security. Unless the Speaker calls the marshal, there is no security. Okay, now we have to look at the chain of events to better understand what exactly has happened. The first day when our MP was sitting on the chair, he was, they spoke disrespectfully. And the next day, papers were thrown on him. He belongs to a Dalit community and belongs to our party. And next day with Mr. Bittu, the way they behaved, they were trying to drive him to an extent, humiliating him so that they get into a physical brawl. That's what it looked like. If you understand the rules of the House, you should not go onto the opposite side. That is clearly written. So here, they have gone so close onto the opposite side to the Prime Minister's table. They had a motive. In my opinion, the first motive is either with an intention to attack or to drive them to an extent where they do something to try to get some public sympathy. The motive is absolutely clear that they don't want India to look good internationally. They want the Parliament to look dysfunctional to the rest of the world.
1 minute.
That motive.
Pooja, you're not heard. Let me tell you, Pooja, I think, on a lighter note, Pooja, whatever you were trying to say was not being heard on air, because what happens is, when you shout, Zoom is also becoming intelligent. I'm guessing you're joining us via Zoom, right? It's not catching your audio.
Some audio issue there.
So just take a step back and speak. Yeah, see, now we can hear you.
I just question, just carry forward that. Those MPs were threatening the life of the Minister. Why no action has been taken against them?
That's a good question.
No
Mr. Reddy gave a very proper, nuanced answer to the parliamentary procedure, practice, convention, as also protocol, so far as security is concerned. He says he's been there inside and he knows. So you have to believe him, Pooja. But the point is,
Said the chair can call marshal. That was also didn't happen that time. After 20
No, 1 minute.
We are concerned.
No. Do you have a doubt? Do you have a doubt? 1 second. I don't know what the debate is, right? The speaker has not taken names. The speaker has not taken names.
Today they have.
They've taken the names of these women MPs.
The naming is a procedure, parliamentary.
Yeah, it doesn't happen just like that.
Disciplinary action. Yeah. If the speaker or the chair.
Can we show that visual, Abhishek, just to explain it?
Yeah, why not?
Let's take the visual of what happened yesterday, just so that 1 minute, Pooja. Again, I think you're screaming again. You're not mic is not picking up your audio, but I'd like to play the full frame visual of what happened yesterday, please. Let's show the video, full frame. This is what happened. Look at that. We counted the number of women MPs standing there. If you can look at that, that's 8 of them. 8. Just if you can zoom in a bit to that, you will see that there were about 8 women MPs, right, who were standing with that huge banner, right, perhaps a folded flex that was carried into the parliament by some MP, and it had the Prime Minister's photo on it, the top left corner. You can see it very clearly. And some of these MPs, out of the 8, I think some have been named today, but it is dangerous. I mean, you can see Kiran Rijiju there, and the Prime Minister was right in front of Kiran Rijiju, and they moved up to him, and they tried to obstruct him physically. In fact, Abhishek, we got a message that the Prime Minister is entering at 4:59. He entered at 4:59. At 5:01, the House was adjourned in exactly 2 minutes because, he was not allowed to. The House was adjourned because the Speaker said he saw what was happening. It was perhaps a trap laid out. And even Priyanka Vadra, in fact, the Congress itself put out a tweet, Supriya Srinath put out a tweet saying that it was Priyanka Vadra's strategy. She says, see what we've done. We know how to chase BJP leaders out of the parliament, etc., which was an admission in itself. This is what happened. I don't know what is the debate. Do you have any doubt that this happened? But as far as action is concerned, it will take time. I think Sanju wants to respond. Sanju.
Yes, thank you. Niranjan, am I loud and clear? I hope my audio is not breaking.
Yeah, it's fine for now. It's fine for now, right? Tone, pitch.
Okay. Today you have been castigating everybody about their pitch, so I'm a tad scared. But let me just come to the moot point. The moot point is this. Do you remember the year 2022? The date was 5th of January. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cavalcade near the Bhatinda flyover have we done enough complete enough digging? Let's talk about set of the
Pooja, pull back. No interjection allowed. Pooja, pull back. Okay, Sanju, go ahead.
Can't hear you. Pooja, please pull back.
Your audio is not.
Please don't.
Pooja, your audio is not.
You'll get your turn. No, one second. Can we please have a decent debate? No, 1 minute. Pooja. Can I request you?
Just stop digging. Talk about today. Talk about yesterday. We are talking about Parliament.
I am talking.
Please talk about Parliament. It is the matter of security of the Prime Minister.
No, 1 minute. Hello.
You just shut up. You don't get to know basic English. Basic English सीखिए. Basic English बोलना सीखिए पहले.
Ma'am, we are speaking about yesterday. 1 second. Does she have a doubt whether we're speaking about yesterday?
I don't think she's. I mean, PCR, is she getting us? Is she getting us? We just want to pull her back. Okay. Pooja,
wasting time on this one now.
You got your chance. There was some audio issue. It's been fixed now. You're fine. We'll get you an opportunity. We'll give you an opportunity. Coming back to you. Let Sanju complete. Sanju.
Thank you. My limited point is this. On the 5th of January, Abhishek and Niranjan, 2022, near the Bhatinda flyover, within 30 kilometers of Pak artillery range, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's cavalcade was compromised. And do you remember the Chief Minister then was a man called Charanjit Singh Channi? What did he say? He said, Modi ji ki koi security breach nahi hui, ye to nautanki hai. Ye to sab attention seeking natak hai. Ye to dramebaji hai. And the entire Darbari Kamal, Priyanka Vadra, she said, haan ji haan. Rahul Gandhi, haan ji haan. Akhilesh Yadav, haan ji haan. Tejasvi Yadav, haan ji haan. The entire opposition is deranged. They are confused by Modi.
Talk about this.
One minute.
Pooja.
We have 2 panelists who have not spoken. Pooja, 1 minute.
Pooja, no.
1 minute. No, this is not happening. 1 minute. Please pull back.
Kumar has not spoken.
No.
I want Pankaj Sharma back.
Even Niladri has not spoken. Niladri has not spoken. 1 minute. Pooja, you're derailing the debate. You will get your turn, but you need to wait for it.
That will be the major concern of everyone.
Okay, so we'll discuss the concerns. Allow us to discuss the concerns.
Exactly.
For God's sake. Okay, pull back now.
After 20 hours.
Now, 1 minute. I want to play. Can we play the video? 1 minute. Before, as we go to Niladri, Abhishek, as we go to Niladri, I'd like to play what the Prime Minister said about infiltrators. Because he made a mention of Trinamool Congress. Let's play that out.
That was a very valid point. Even I thought that when Prime Minister says that rich countries around the world, even rich countries around the world, developed countries around the world are sending back illegals. So what's the problem if India does that? Why are people in India protecting those illegals? Let's listen to Prime Minister there.
Yeah, Abhishek, I agree completely with what the Prime Minister said. Even the educated countries, the developing countries, they are
coming to you, just listening to the Prime Minister soundbite and coming to you.
हमारे टीएमसी के साथियों ने काफी कुछ कहा। जरा खुद तो अपने गरेबा में देखें। निर्मम सरकार पतन के जितने भी पैरामीटर्स हैं, उन सब पैरामीटर्स में नए नए रिकॉर्ड बनाते जा रहे हैं और यहां उपदेश दे रहे हैं। क्या हाल करके रखा हुआ है। ऐसी निर्मम सरकार से वहां के लोगों का भविष्य अंधकार के अंदर डूब रहा है, लेकिन इनको कोई परवाह नहीं है। सत्ता सुख के सिवाय कोई आकांक्षा नहीं और वे यहां उपदेश देते हैं। घुसपैठ दुनिया का समृद्ध से समृद्ध देश भी अपने यहां गैर कानूनी नागरिकों को बाहर निकाल रहा है। हमारे देश में घुसपैठियों को बचाने के लिए अदालतों को तब तक प्रेशर पैदा किया जा रहा है। मेरे देश का नौजवान कैसे ऐसे लोगों को माफ करेगा जो घुसपैठियों की वकालत करने के लिए ताकत लगा रहे हैं। और घुसपैठिए मेरे देश के नौजवानों के हक छीन रहे हैं, उनकी रोजी रोटी छीन रहे हैं, आदिवासियों की जमीन छीन रहे हैं। बेटे बेटियों के जिंदगी पर खतरे पैदा हो रहे हैं, लेकिन उनके लिए महिलाओं पर अत्याचार होते रहे। सत्ता नीति के सिवा कुछ करना नहीं।
Yeah, so Niladri, you see, I'll tell you what he was referring to. I mean, you don't need a clue, but I'll tell you a couple of comments that we picked up have been made, in the last couple of years. You had this person called Ratna Biswas from 24 Parganas district saying that those who have come from Bangladesh, if they face any problem getting their name into the voter list, please contact Zakirda. We don't want a single voter to be left out. And then you see TMC MLA Kokan Das announcing many new people are coming. They are from Bangladesh. Please ensure that only those who support our party get placed in the voters list. And the Prime Minister was also referring to, Mamata Banerjee openly supporting Rohingyas and Bangladeshis because the fact is not a single Bangladeshi or infiltrator has been removed out of Bengal by Mamata Banerjee. Each one of them has become your voter now, is the allegation.
Niranjan, I agree with the Prime Minister completely when he says even the smallest of the countries has to act against the illegal infiltrators. But however, having said so, India is the only country which pushbacks its legal citizens to Bangladesh. We have the case of Shamima Khatun in hand, wherein the Supreme Court had to step in to bring back Shamima Khatun, who was pushed back from Mumbai, from Bangladesh. So this is the only country which pushed back its own citizens. As far as the infiltration is concerned, Ghuspetia has been the issue of BJP from the time immemorial. But can they say how many Ghuspetias they have identified in Bihar SIR? How many Ghuspetias they have, infiltrators and Ghuspetias they have found in the Bengal SIR? See, it is just a pack of lies with the Prime Minister. He has lost the moral courage. I can understand yesterday was a very heavy day for him because the way Mamata Banerjee went on in rampage in Supreme Court and in Delhi, I can understand. He was fluttered. But then giving a pack of lies in the Parliament, come on.
Yeah, one second. Regarding that, Mamata Banerjee didn't say much. In fact, we heard it live. In Supreme Court. Yeah, it's very brave of her to go there. It's great television. It's being streamed live. You can cut clips and show it to your voters. They're saying that, see, our tiger has gone there. Street fighter fighting in the Supreme Court. All of that is okay. What did she say? She only said Bengal is being targeted. She said there is a WhatsApp commission. I mean, what? 1 minute. See, it is a fact. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something. Niladri, I'll tell you something.
For the people of
no. You have to. I'll tell you what. You have to hear people from different parts of the country on the Bangladeshi infiltrator crisis. I'll tell you something. Here in Republic, Abhishek, we've done investigations on infiltrators. I'll tell you in all channels: Republic Bangla, Republic Kannada, Republic Bharat, Republic English. Do you know how many illegal Bangladeshis are there in India? The state police in Karnataka estimates that nearly 2 to 3 million illegal Bangladeshis are there in Karnataka alone.
Niranjan, whose job it is to stop the illegal infiltration? Who guards the borders?
Where do they come from? Where do they come from?
And they come from whoever. They come from wherever. But who guards India's borders?
Are they there in Bengal or not?
Are
they there in Bengal or not?
You know, that's one part of the debate. You see,
but you don't want them out, no.
While the BSF has to stop the infiltration, the Bengal government, in my humble submission, Niladri, the Bengal government has to acquire the land and provide BSF
fencing
for fencing.
They won't give the fencing.
It cuts both ways. The point is, if the illegals have to be sent, would you bring in the argument, why did they come? Say, since they have come, give them the Aadhaar card. Since they have come, give them the voter card. And since they have come, let them vote for the Trinamool. That's not the argument.
Abhishek, to reply to your question, in Bengal, 77 kilometers of land has already been handed over. 292 kilometers are in the process of acquisition. Center has not yet deposited the full money, compensation money. And 148 kilometers cannot be fenced because of the swampy, marshy and the riverine areas. So now accepted, there is a problem in Bengal with regard to infiltration. But it is the primary duty of the BSF to stop the infiltration. That is the first step.
No, but why don't you? Can I ask you one thing? Can I ask you one thing? Niladri, do you agree that your chief minister? Do you agree that your chief minister should stand up in Parliament and declare that she will, or wherever she can say it, wherever Supreme Court, Parliament, Assembly, wherever, we want all Bangladeshis out. Bangladeshi go back. Bangladeshi go back. Remember, she said it. I think 2000. I don't know which year. Can she say it? Does she have the courage to say it?
I'm very sure, and she has said it.
She said it when she was in the opposition. Hello, I will tell you when she said it. We've had the clip.
She will fight.
No. She'll fight, but now she will not want them back.
But she will fight.
No, she wants them in Bengal. She will want them in Bengal. No, say it, no, Niladri. Niladri, say it.
Just by speaking Bengali.
No, Niladri, say it. No, Niladri, say
it. We are countering.
No, why don't you say it on the debate? No, we'll settle the debate. Say it on the debate. Say it on the debate. Mamata Banerjee should say Bangladeshis go back. Say it.
She has always said that for
say it.
Bengalis of West Bengal. Why should she speak about Bangladesh?
Because you can't say it. You cannot say it.
Speak about the people of Bengal.
You cannot say it.
We are trying to counter the narrative where the narrative of the BJP is that the Bengalis are Bangladeshis. We are trying to counter the narrative.
Okay.
That narrative will cause the BJP very strong when you
Parimal. You know, I want Parimal and Pankaj Sharma back. Parimal first and then Pankaj Sharma. Parimal Kumar, you know, what Mamata Banerjee did, you think it was theatre? Political theatre for the constituents back home in Bengal?
Actually, you see particularly the attitude of Congress as well as other particularly opposition leaders are against the interest of the country, and they are undemocratic. They are working in undemocratic pattern. I am giving the example. Nowadays, Rahul Gandhi is creating particularly unruly scene in the parliament, wasting the time of the house. You see, whatever problem India is facing is due to the defective decision taken by the Congress rule. Even in context of POK, or even particularly you see, if they are raising the question of Doklam issue, you see, Tibet was over Tibet prior to Second World War. Britain was exercising extraterritorial right. After Second World War, it announced that it is leaving the extraterritorial right, and India was the person who recognized Tibet as a part of China, and this is the main issue. It was the wrong decision taken by the Congress government. So Congress is dangerous for the internal security of the country and also the sovereignty of the country. You see, as far as the question of SIR is concerned, according to the constitutional norm and legislative provision, actually, Article 326 expressly mentioned that the citizens are entitled to cast the vote. But TMC, like party, and even in Bihar, you will see the case of RJD and even the Congress, they started opposing the SIR, which is the regular and constitutional and legislative responsibility of the Election Commission. Actually, their interest is to create and villainize particularly the image of India and democratic setup. Actually, you see, Election Commission is the constitutional issue, and SIR conducted in Bihar and other states is under the supervision of the judiciary. but they have no belief in the judicial setup, they have no belief in the Constitution of India. They are much more concerned about infiltrator, but not about the interest of the Indians. Actually, PM Modi today very clearly stated that
what the Niladri, by the way, what the election commission has.
The Indian government,
Mr. Parimal Kumar, I wanted this to go to Niladri. Niladri, what the election commission has told the Supreme Court? Supreme Court has been told by the election commission. I'm coming to you, Sanju, that West Bengal SIR is crippled by threats and violence.
You see now, even in case of Bihar, Supreme Court had clearly mentioned that to conduct SIR is the constitutional responsibility.
Yes, and it is being obstructed by the Bengal setup there and being compromised by those on the ground. And that's the problem. You see, that's why even the election commission has to petition the Supreme Court that they are feeling threatened. But I'm coming to Pankaj Sharma. Pankaj Sharma, before I go to... Okay, Mr. Parimal Kumar, please.
To understand the language, they will definitely feel threatened.
No, it's the election commission which is feeling threatened, not Trinamool. That's the election commission petition before the Supreme Court. Niladri, but okay. No, it's okay. We have had enough, we have dealt enough on the illegal infiltrators issue. Pankaj Sharma, my question to you is, what points from Sanju Verma's contention that Prime Minister has been targeted, that he has not been allowed to speak, that Prime Minister, the dignity of the proceedings in the Lok Sabha have been compromised, which part of the Prime Minister's speech do you disagree with, Pankaj Sharma?
And illegal voters would be eliminated.
Pankaj Sharma, please.
The person you have referred has no credibility. Even BJP had disowned her 6-7 years back for her loudmouthness. Asked her. 3-4 months back, Delhi High Court slammed her for her reckless comments. Delhi High Court slammed her. Fine. Now come to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister said, Annadata ko bhi nahi choda. Previous governments did not even spare farmers. He said, किसान की तरफ देखा ही नहीं, ये सोचते हैं कुछ बड़े लोगों को संभाल लिया तो गाड़ी चल जाएगी. That is what exactly Narendra Bhai Modi himself doing. During his regime of 11 years, around 1,11,000 farmers have died by suicide. This is not my data. This is the data of National Crime Records Bureau. More than 10 farmers are committing suicide every day. And in 2014, there were 70 billionaires in India. And
I'll tell you what, on a lighter note, 1 minute. Pankaj, 1 minute. Pankaj.
This is the situation.
No, Pankaj and Sanju, on a lighter note, what is happening is Sanju, he's aced the game. No, Sanju, he's aced it. He's aced the debate trick. Sanju. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. Pankaj Sharma has aced the debate trick. You know what he did? He just went back. And instead of shouting this time, he's speaking, his audio is completely clear. You're coming ahead, you're like aggressive, you're getting angry, your audio is not being caught on the mic.
Also, he succeeded in inciting.
He succeeded. Yeah, he did. Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to respond, but Deepak Reddy wanted to come in. I'll get in Deepak Reddy and then Sanju, you can have the last word. Okay, Deepak Reddy.
Yeah, let me just say one thing. The opposition stands destroyed, exposed, and completely rattled after today's Prime Minister's speech. There are 3 things which I really loved about it, and I wanted to recap it again. Stealing is a habit of Congress, and they have stolen a surname also. I loved it. And Garibi Hatao was what they were using in every election, kept the country garib, and they became rich. And the last thing, what I really loved is the growth of India and the startup ecosystem which is flourishing, and Congress in-house startup which has failed even after multiple launches. This is something what I wanted to remind everybody again. This was a highlight of the Prime Minister's speech, and that is the reason our Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu ji says Narendra Modi ji is the right leader and at the right time, and TDP totally supports the Prime Minister's speech.
Okay, today. 30 seconds, sir. We'll have to end. Sanju Verma, 30 seconds. Will there be action taken against these MPs? People are asking these MPs, will there be action taken? These Congress MPs.
MPs. And I just want to say one thing to Pankaj Sharma. You are now a DINOSAUR, dinosaur. आपकी इज्जत की धज्जियां उड़ चुकी हैं. आपके नेता
No personal attack, Sanju.
Why are you going? No, one minute, Sanju. Why are you going after him? Why are you going after him? One minute. Okay, don't respond. Not required. This is not required. Let's talk. No, not required. This is not required. Okay, I felt the last part.
But we pulled back both Sanju and Pankaj.
Yeah,
we pulled back both.
Not required. Yeah. Absolutely not required. Okay, that's all the time we had. Arnab will be back tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. We have a big story lined up for Friday evening tomorrow. Stay tuned. Good night. Goodbye.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।